When I started cutting hair, this line right here was my worst nightmare. No matter what I did, it would still show. Now, I do something most barbers would never try. I actually make the line even bolder, and that bold line is what gives me the cleanest blend. If this line has ever given you any problems, you're gonna wanna watch this video to the end. Since I'm making this line stand out even more, I'm not building this taper from the bottom up. My first real guideline starts right here with the clipper closed. We have to ignore that bottom line. It's gonna come out so easily, guys. And from here on out, it's business as usual. So we open the clippers all the way up and we're setting up our next guideline. And we just close them halfway, making sure that I'm going up towards that top line and taking everything out in the middle, and I'm just gonna blend in between these two zones. So that bottom line, the dark line, it's there. But now I have my clippers closed quarter of the way, and I'm just fading in between these two regions. And this really helps me to see. I can just detail everything in between the two dark lines, that bald line and the clippers all the way over. Next, we're gonna soften up that harsh line up top with our clippers closed. And we're just flicking out at it and just making it softer. And then we'll detail it out with the clippers all the way open. And if need be, we'll put on our half guard halfway and just detail it out a little bit more. If you notice, I'm just using the corners of the blade. I'm not using the full length of the blade, even though it may look like it. Here's that half guard I was talking about. So now we're switching over to the right side and we're gonna do the same exact thing. The clippers are closed. So I jumped straight into the half guard because I saw that was actually a lot more efficient than what I was doing with the clippers all the way open. And now I have the clippers all the way open. And I also wanted to point out what I'm looking at as I'm fading. Sometimes I'm watching guys cut hair and I'm like, what are these guys even cutting? So I just want you guys to kind of see what my eyes see as I'm working and detailing my fades. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is Deadstock Barbershop, and I make videos like this right here on YouTube to help you take your haircuts to the next level. Switching over to the right, we're just cutting the hair down on top, and we're gonna do the same exact thing, setting in our bald line. Then we're gonna set our new guideline, clippers closed, right above it. Now with our clippers all the way open, we're gonna set our next guideline. The steps do not change. It's the same as the back. And so we just wanna follow a system and have it simplified so that when we're working, we know exactly where we are in the cut. We don't get lost. We opened it all the way up and then we closed the clippers halfway and we're just working out that middle line. Now I close them a quarter of the way. And after that, it's just detail. One of the issues that I find with barbers, newer barbers, is, man, we don't follow the same steps and our haircuts end up looking out of place. They're not symmetrical on both sides. So now we have that number one guard on here and we're just working out that line. Now I have my half guard and I'm working out the line from the clippers all the way open, no guard, just using the left side of my clipper as I'm working left. And once we finish this side, I'm gonna show you guys the easiest way to take the bottom line out, I promise. Stay tuned. I closed it up and then I'm gonna take that guard off and just detail with the no guard clipper all the way open. Same exact thing. It's not rocket science, guys. It's very easy. It just takes repetition. And after that, I like to go behind the ear with that number two guard, just to kind of lighten that area up so that it doesn't look heavy behind there. Once I'm done with this number two guard, we're going to put the number one back on one more time, and then we're going to detail it out just a little bit more. That'll give us that crispy blend that everybody likes to see. Now for that line that we've been trying to ignore, all you got to do is take your trimmers and go from the bottom up, just like you're fading, just using the corner of it. And look how easily it comes out. We didn't have to fight with it. None of that stuff that you normally have to do when you're chasing that line initially, because we've already closed our clippers, which is a close length. And we can just pop that thing out so fast. I'm not fighting it. And then after that, I like to grab a clipper that I have that cuts even closer, and I'll just detail right above that. And then it's done, guys. It's that simple. You're going to see me do the same thing on the right side, Watch how quickly it comes out. We all know the back of the head is more dense, so yeah, it takes a lot more work, but look at that on the side. I wish somebody would have told me this out of barber school. It would have saved me so much headache, heartache, so much time, because there's nothing worse than letting your client up out of the chair and looking back and seeing that hard line in the back of their neck. Moving on to the final part, the edge up. We are cleaning behind the ear. Just see, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing it. I'm making sure that it's clean and that I'm being thorough behind his ear. He'll never see this area, but other people will. Just making sure that it's nice and detailed. Switching over to the left side, we're gonna do the same exact thing. I'll say this is my easier side. I don't know why. Man, I can do a much better job on this side than the other side. Maybe if I was left-handed and on the right side, it wouldn't be as hard. But as you can see, I'm just staying on the natural line, just cleaning it up. You don't have to give them those white walls like I see some people do, man. They have to follow it with the straight razor because they raised it up so high. People don't want that. It's gonna grow back and look crazy. So now we're gonna spray them down with a little bit of Gotta Be glue. And this is just some holding spray to lay his hair down so that when I edge him up, it doesn't move. Now for the final part, we're working the edge up, starting in the middle, working our way right. Then we go back to the middle, work our way left. And as you see, I am taking my time using the left side of the blade as I go left and the right side of the blade as I go right. Now we work this C cup. Once again, I didn't dig in on a C cup. Some of you guys are going up a ½ inch just to put a C cup in and make it look crispy. Guys, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. My guy comes back every 2 weeks. It's gonna be crispy. I don't have to dig in like that. The regrowth process will look insane. And when it comes to edging up, what I like to do is it's kind of like I'm just setting in my rough draft, and now I'll come back and detail everything out to make sure it's nice and crispy, so he gets that nice sharp edge that everybody likes to see. And this is the cut. Thank you guys so much for watching. As you can see, it didn't take much of an effort to take that line out at all on the sides or back. We're talking about seconds. And if this helped you with your tapers, make sure that you watch this video where I do the same technique on a fade.